Hey, beautiful souls. So I have a channeled message. I'm getting a lot of psychic attacks are going to be coming with this new up level. I'm hearing a lot of people are going to be coming into your life and things are going to be really easy with them. And what is going on is that people or energies from the past that are now sending out psychic attack, I guess, are going to mirror these new energies coming into your life. 5-5. So it's gonna happen like a last fucking attempt to 101 to see if you're still integrated with them, right? To see if they could still wield that level of power over you, because you've been the person who they've done the bare minimum towards 111, and they believe that if they give you what you wanted in the past, they could slide on in and eventually take their mask down and infiltrate your future. 123. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So the psychic attack is coming from a place of them feeling and sensing your detachment. 133. And the transition, the successful transition that you've made to be able to now embrace all of these new people, these new energies that are coming into your life. 144, that are authentic, I'm hearing, and easy on your spirit. And so something that these energies might not know is that for some reason the veil, though, however, is lifted. 155, and you're going to be able to hear them in a very deep way, meaning even if they wanted to hide their true intentions from you, you'd be able to hear it in their tone of voice. You can see it in their body language. It's impossible for you to be able to avoid this now. 212, I'm hearing. So some of them are going to completely avoid you because they're smart enough or understand enough to know, 220, 222, that there isn't anything that they can disguise from you. Meaning, if they were to come in and mirror these energies that are now granted access to your life, these more easy flowing abundant 234 energies, you're going to see through the masks. And some of them have a pride issue. They have this issue of they still want to maintain that power over you. 244, because again, you've been that person, right, that they did the bare minimum towards. You've been the person who's been kind of tested in that area. 255, where you're no longer at, meaning you're not looking at people's potential or seeing their higher self anymore. You've actually been integrated to see people's lowest selves, and I'm hearing that could have been a really challenging time for some of you. 313, and some of you, it might not even be the actual psychic attack from these people. It might just be the fact that the veil has lifted, right? And you're seeing their lowest self, their lowest aspect, how they're really presenting themselves, and a lot of them can sense this. I'm sensing, so they might be moving with extra caution, or maybe again mirroring what they feel the life stage that you're entering, which is such a clear transition. So yeah, for those of you who have made it, right, it was such a heavy energy we've been integrating collectively. Some people literally didn't make it, and these energies, they know, they can sense that you are about to receive the treatment that you've never received before, the treatment that you give to other people all the time. 404, but you're actually going to be receiving this now because you're no longer giving it away. You've compounded that light into yourself. So now the divine has no other option but to actually reflect that back to you in your reality, beautiful soul. And so these people can sense the fact that new people, new energies, new opportunities are manifesting into your life. And they're not fake, false beginnings. They're not a facade, right? And so most likely what they're going to do, these past energies, are try to interfere to some extent, right? They're interfering. 440 on a psychic sense for most of you, right? 444, they're trying to create confusion and fog you back up in your mind, so you're not quite sure about the facts that you already know about them. You're not feeling like yourself, and you're feeling weakened and tired and all these things. And these are attacks, right? These are actual spiritual attacks from these people, because what they're facing, that's what they're facing 10 times over. If you feel even an ounce of that energy, they're feeling it tenfold. 515s, because that's their karma, right? It's their karma. And for a lot of you, it's their karma specifically in regards to you. So of course they want to bypass that, right? Of course they're going to want you to somehow play that character, that less than back burner side character that they have tried to make you play this whole time. And since you're not doing that, they're being served the full dish of what they've tried to dish out to you, and then some, the divine says. And so in some ways, these people are not going to be able to play you at all, right? You guys are going to see right through this. So what you're going to receive is just like double good treatment, meaning from 550, from people, from energies that are aligned 555 with you, and from these people that are playing the game. And they're doing it in hopes to soften you up, right? In hopes to sort of, grade against that boundary, but 606, but you're still going to have that boundary. Those beautiful souls that I'm talking to, 609, that I'm talking to right now, you guys have passed that level. And for some, they're just going to want a piece of whatever it is that you've got going on right now, right? And for others, you're being required to keep them away because they've got fucking karma that they need to deal with. They've got this karmic debt they've now brought on, and you don't want to share that. You don't want to help lessen their load anymore. You just can't. You're not allowed. And so you're going to be getting double, like, rewards, for all that you've been able to transmute yourself. And, more likely than not, you could have experienced a lot of new energies very recently, especially like throughout this month of December, as we've been really making these like really leaps and bounds, right? That were just like almost maybe there, but like not quite. And these were seen like as a test, right? Or some sort of like, like a test. Yeah, I'm saying like test. Like 3D, real life status, like of you being able to act without hesitation, right? Like you're not having that hindsight 2020 perspective. You're able to act in the moment, right? You're so in tune that you're acting right as you see what your intuition is telling you. And so a lot of you might have been experiencing like a lot of those like false starts, that almost maybe energy or opportunities. But then you've passed the test, right? If you're getting this message, beautiful soul, you passed that test. You saw through that bullshit, right? You didn't question your intuition. You didn't double back. You didn't give benefit of the doubt. You are not in that old timeline anymore, and you're about to witness so many miracles I'm hearing. So the energy's coming in, like they don't have that air of like hardness, right? They're not difficult to experience. They're not going to leave you drained. They're going to be good for your nervous system. They're going to be good for your soul. They're not going to have that 808 competitive energy about them. These are soul spirit connections and bonds, right? For a lot of you, it's from people that you might have actually even been with, and some of you maybe not even in the physical, just spiritual soul members, that have been fighting the same battles as you. And for some of you, maybe you've crossed paths with these people for a really long time, maybe in the same cities, same crowds, or whatever. It's something that I've seen, right? It's like this repetitive thing that spirit has us running into these people over and over and over and over and over again. And it's for a reason, right? And so I feel like that reason is now. And so these energies are going to be drawn to you, right? Catalyzed and brought to the forefront of this energy, because I feel like all of that, like backlog, all of that stuff that's been sitting on the back burner, simmering away, that could have been, and that could have been damaging to this connection in the present. I'm hearing these partnerships that you're going to build, these connections you're going to build, all of that's now been cleared out. And more often than not, these people, the ones that were used as a test for you, you were their biggest test, and you were their biggest test of like underestimating or misunderstanding people, because you were not at all what they had been certain that you were. And that's where they have to really deal with a lot of karma. They're going to have to go down a really different karmic path than you. They feel it, they know it, and so you might be feeling their heavy, down, low energy, and it's not yours, beautiful soul. It's not yours. I love you. You are going very beautiful places.